Beyond Awareness, and welcome to our final strategic journaling episode as part of our What's on Your Plate series. This is part 3, which is all about when the things that you love become heavy. They weigh you down a little bit, and how to recalibrate instead of just muscling through, or how to know when to actually put it down entirely, because maybe it was just meant for you for a season of your life. On Tuesday's episode, that's when we talked all about all that. And I gave you one question to help lighten those things that you love right away, which was, how can I change this to feel better? Pretty simple, right? But today we are going deeper so that you can get a feel for if you should truly find a better approach or if it's time to release it. And by the end of these prompts, you'll have a much better feel for and much better clarity on which direction is right for you. And real quick, before we dig in, enrollment is open for my 12-week experience, Lighter. It's where 15 women get to experience and learn how to sustain feeling less of a weight from their mental load, whether that's from your to-do list, expectations, relationships, and or the constant reminders buzzing on your phone and in your brain, all of it. In a nutshell, you will have a quieter mind and trust yourself more so that you can actually feel safe turning off and being present in your life. So if that feels like something you're interested in, click the show notes for all of the details. Okay, prompt number 1. Which activity is feeling heavy for you right now? And once you can hone in on that, dig deeper into which aspect of it. Is the whole thing feeling heavy or just a certain part? Like if you really want to write a book, is writing a book the whole thing feeling heavy? Or is it just the outline, one chapter? The fact that you can't sit down for longer than 45 minutes without your kids or team interrupting you. So what's feeling heavy and what specific aspect of it, if you can nail that down? Prompt 2. Zoom out with me just for about 30 seconds and ask yourself, what would I actually love to feel as I go about my day? Prompt 3. If I stopped doing this activity, would I feel more of that desired feeling, or would something be missing? And also think of if you set up a goal in prompt number 1. If I stopped setting this goal, pursuing this goal, would I feel more of my desired feeling, or would something be missing? And allow this prompt to invite nuance. It's okay if you feel both. Write out both circumstances if that comes up for you. Prompt 4. What would I need in order to feel that way while still doing this activity? So maybe you would need someone to watch the kids so that I have more time to pursue this. Or you would need to cancel a meeting once a week so you have more time. Maybe you would need to do this activity less often. If you're writing a book, maybe I need to write about a different topic to feel more joy or whatever the emotion it is that you're seeking. And this is a bonus prompt for those of you where your activity that feels heavy that you're journaling through isn't something that you have to do, like feeding your kids for dinner, but it's an activity that you get to choose. Okay, so this prompt is, am I attached to doing this activity because I think it makes me better in some way? Or do I genuinely want to do this? Amazing job. That last bonus prompt is really circling back to part 2 of our series, which was about why our plate is heavy in the first place and why we keep heavy things on our plate even when it doesn't feel good. So if that's resonating, go back and listen to last week's episode and prompts. Besides that, you've likely been putting off facing this heavy thing for a while because you're supposed to love it, or you used to love it. You're supposed to want to do it, right? And today you untangled why it's not feeling the way that you want it to and what to do about it. Whether you do want to recalibrate and make it more joyful, or lightly set it down without guilt or judgment. In either way, you're no longer muscling through. I hope you're feeling that. I hope you're feeling lighter no matter which path you're going to take. If you'd like more support to feel better through this process, because you might already feel more fear pop in, more questions, more, but how do I do this without feeling the guilt? Or this will then happen, right? The ripple effect of what happens if you go down a certain path. So as those things pop up in your brain, dive into the show notes to see how we can work together, because that is all part of the process. And if you'd love more support to feel better through this process, especially as the fears pop in, judgments come in, expectations pop in your brain, questions, because as you make a decision, more things pop in, right? It's not just like, oh, easy, done. A lot of times we'll make it, but then there's guilt or the what ifs or the simple ripple effect of, okay, well, if this happens, then what? Even something good like, well, then I'll have more time on my calendar. And then what? Then what do I even do with that, right? So much can come up when we make a simple decision or a big decision. So if you'd like more support with any of that, dive into the show notes to see how we can work together. Thank you for tuning in this week and to our 3-part What's on Your Plate series. I so appreciate you listening, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to Beyond Awareness, the podcast where we close the gap between knowing and doing. If you're ready to heal what's holding you back from success, start with my free Calm Mind Blueprint at www.samanthapenkoff.com/calm-mind. It's a 5-day strategic journaling practice with prompts and voice guidance from me. And if you want to go deeper, book a 90-minute breakthrough intensive. Links for both are in the show notes. And if you know someone who would benefit from this episode, I would be so grateful if you shared it with them so that they can make decisions from clarity instead of drowning in overwhelm. I will see you next time.